developing nations and all around the world, one thing is very common, and I believe it's the fact that people really want to see returns on their investments quickly. So when we talk about the mindset of young people in developing nations as regard investments, I believe that it's a very big struggle because many people want their money back quickly. Many people don't even really care about what they invest in. They just want to know that, oh, okay, if I put my money here, I want to get this back. It's good to make money back, no doubt about it. But we as young people, we need to have the right mindset when it comes to making investments, because even with investments, there are always some certain level of risk, and the job of every investment manager or every investment firm is to mitigate this risk and ensure that their investments are protected so that they can give good returns to investors and different sorts of stakeholders in the value chain. So young people need to be more open when it comes to investment. You just don't see a city without having to see the plain grass. You must see the city when you see the plain grass. So that's the way investments actually work. So young people really need to have a different kind of mindset and mentality. There are factors that will also aid investments, and there are also regions that will also promote investment. So I think that young people need to be a bit more open as with respect to investments. Before I talk about Capavest, I would like to talk about two very important sectors that makes up an economy, which is the private sector and the public sector. Now, in my country, Nigeria, there is a lot of focus on public sector because, government-related activities seem to be like the biggest drivers of many businesses, contracts, and all of that. But there is a very huge gap that is not even tapped in the private sector. And for example, the market capitalization of Nigeria's private sector is in excess of over 80 trillion naira. Now, within this market cap, Nigeria currently, we haven't even explored up to 10 to 15% of that sector, which means that there is a huge gap of about 80 to 85% that is not even explored at all, that has been, more or less like abandoned. And because of the fact that it's untapped, it's actually bringing down the wealth potentials for many individuals. So Capavest in its entirety, it's focused on driving private sector projects and using nano investments from people all around the world to create new industries, to create new markets, so that, we can make different developed nations a global village. Think of it this way. Imagine 10 people come together to actually build Third Mainland Bridge, and they have a duty to collect tolls for the next 100 years. Now, what that means is that for the next 100 years, these families will have access to generational wealth, generational streams of income that will obviously benefit the community, that would also benefit the people that are going to use that bridge, and also benefit their pockets in the long run. Think of the number of individuals that were involved in building London's metropolitan train line, both the underground and the overground. And this is a project that has been done for the past 50 to 80 years. Think of the generational streams of income that these individuals or corporate entities are enjoying till date and even till tomorrow, as long as London's train metropolitan system runs. This is what we are trying to sell with Capavest. Trying to bring people together to invest small amounts, affordable amounts in specific projects that will last a lifetime, so that it will benefit their generations and also have a direct impact on the community and on the country at large. how can you invest with Capavest? It's very simple. All you just need to do is to go to www.capavest.com, and then you create your own investment account. And then from there, you would have access to different kinds of projects. And you would also have the opportunity to view what currencies you would prefer your investments to actually come in. And the most important thing that I need you to understand while you're creating your account is the fact that think about your generation. Don't think about the now. Think about creating your account that will benefit your generations. Everything is secured, and we can guarantee and ensure that everything will be well protected, even with laws from the federal government and other financial institutions that are partners on this project. So think generation. Think about building your generational streams of income that will benefit you, benefit the community, and also benefit the country that you choose to invest in. Think Capavest. Fund investments you love.